Let's take a look at this example. We have given acute angle, angle A, and we have given two sides. We have opposite side to angle A, and we have adjacent side to angle A. So when we have situation like this, we're supposed to consider three answers. Three answers, I mean, we can build one triangle, two triangles, or we cannot build any triangle. So let's check how many solutions we are going to have. In order to find out this, we're supposed to find the altitude of the triangle. Altitude of the triangle you're supposed to always draw to the side of the triangle which is not given. So side C is not given, that's why I'm supposed to draw the altitude to side C. I'm going to call this line or altitude H. Okay, and this is going to be my point D or angle D. So this is nothing else, just right angle. Okay, so please notice that I drew the right triangle. I'm supposed to find the length of my altitude. How I can do so? I'm supposed to simply use the formula for sine of angle A. Sine of angle A is nothing else, just the opposite side to the given angle divided by the hypotenuse. So I have H over B. In order to find the length of H, I'm supposed to multiply both sides equation by B. I have to eliminate the fraction. So B and B will cancel out, and I have H is equal B times sine of angle A, where B is equal 40 meters times sine of angle A, which is equal 25 degrees. Next, you're supposed to plug in these values and the trigonometric function into the calculator, and you're supposed to obtain value 16.9 meters. Next, you're supposed to compare the length of H, okay, the altitude, and the given sides. So please notice that H is less than side A and is less also than side B. Okay, so please also notice that side A, okay, the opposite side to angle, is less than the adjacent. This is very important because if side A is longer than H, okay, we can make two triangles without changing the size of angle A. Remember, this angle has to be always 25 degrees, okay? This problem. So we can maintain 25 degrees if I'm going to keep this side drew like this, or if I'm going to move this side, right, to the left, right, I'm going to create another triangle which is going to also have the angle A 25 degrees. So let me do first this solution for the triangle which was originally drawn on the board. Okay, so what we're supposed to use? We're supposed to use law of sines. Why? Because the angle is given, opposite side is given to the angle, and also we have adjacent side to the angle. So we have A over sine of A equals B over sine of angle B. We're supposed to find angle B. In order to do so, we're supposed to perform the cross multiplication. So I have A sine of angle B is equal B sine of angle A. In order to find angle B, I'm supposed to divide both sides of my equation by A. A and A will cancel out, and I have sine of angle B equals B sine of angle A over A. Next, we're supposed to find angle B. In order to do so, we're supposed to simply write B is equal inverse sine, and we have B sine of angle A over A. Next, we're supposed to plug in the numbers into the formula. So I have angle B is equal inverse sine, and I have B equals 40 meters, and I have sine of angle A, my angle A is equal 25 degrees, over side A, which is equal 27 meters. Okay, again, we're supposed to use the calculator and do everything by one shot. I mean, enter inverse sine, open parenthesis, and this fraction, close parenthesis. You're supposed to get the answer 38.76 degrees. And this is my angle B. In order to find angle C, you're supposed to remember that the sum of all angles in the triangle is equal 180 degrees. So if you want to find angle C, you're supposed to subtract from 180 degrees angle A and angle B. Okay, this is equal 180 degrees minus angle A, which is equal 25 degrees, and minus angle B, which is equal 38.76 degrees. Okay, so C is equal 116.24 degrees. This is the angle C. Okay, we have three angles so far and two sides. We're supposed to find the third side, side C. In order to do so, we're supposed to use, again, a law of sines. Please keep in mind that we're supposed to always start from the values which were originally given. So I'm going to start from side A and angle A. So I'm going to write A over sine of A is equal, and I'm supposed to find side C, so C over sine of angle C. I'm supposed to cross multiply, and I'm going to obtain the equation C sine of angle A, okay, C times sine of angle A is equal A times sine of angle C. Okay. Now, in order to find C, I'm supposed to divide both sides of the equation by sine of angle A. So divide by sine of angle A. Sine of angle A. Sine and sine will cancel out, and I'm going to have formula C is equal A sine of angle C over sine of angle A. Next, I'm supposed to plug in the numbers into my formula, and I'm going to have 27 meters sine of angle C, which is equal 116.24 degrees, over sine of angle A, which is equal 25 degrees. I have sine of 25 degrees. And you're supposed to plug in these functions and the numbers into the calculator and do everything by one shot. And you're supposed to obtain the value 57.3 meters. Okay, so please notice that we have calculate basically the missing angles. We found the missing side. Okay, so I can say that the very first part of the problem is solved. Let's do the second part. So let's continue. This time we are going to look at this triangle. Okay, this is the second solution for this problem. So I'm going to have angle this time B prime. This is the supplementary angle for my angle B. Please keep in mind that this angle is going to be equal to this angle. Okay, so very first thing what I'm going to do, I'm going to find value of angle B prime. B prime is equal 180 degrees minus angle B. So I have 180 degrees minus, and we calculate this, okay, just a moment ago, and we have 38.76 degrees. 180 minus 38.76 is equal 141.24 degrees. This is my angle B prime. Let me remind you, we are talking right now about this triangle, okay? And angle B prime this time is obtuse angle. Next, we're supposed to find angle C. Please keep in mind that the sum of all angles in the triangle, any triangle, is equal 180 degrees. So if I have two angles given in my problem, I have angle A equal 25 degrees, B prime we found is equal 141.24 degrees, I can very easily find angle C. So angle C is equal 180 degrees minus angle A and minus angle B prime. So this is equal 180 degrees minus angle A, which is equal 25 degrees, minus angle B prime, which is equal 141.24 degrees, and this is equal 13.76 degrees. This is my angle C. This is this angle. Okay, so we have three angles and we have two sides. We're supposed to find the third side, side C. This is my new side C. I have to use again law of sines. Like always, you're supposed to always start from the values which are given. What I mean by that, side A was given and angle A is given. That's why I'm going to start from this ratio. Okay, so I'm going to have A over sine of A equals, and because I'm looking for side C, I'm supposed to use C over sine of angle C. Next, I'm supposed to simply cross multiply, and I'm going to obtain formula C sine of angle A, C times sine of angle A is equal A times sine of angle C. A sine of angle C. In order to solve this formula for C, I have to divide both sides of my equation by sine of angle A. So I'm going to have C equals A sine of angle C over sine of angle A, where A is equal 27 meters, and I have sine of angle C, we found angle C is equal 13.76 degrees, so I have 13.76 degrees over sine of angle A, so I have sine of 25 degrees. Again, plug in everything into the calculator by one shot, okay, in one shot. So you're supposed to get the answer 15.19 meters, okay? So please notice that we have three angles. We found angle A, angle B prime, and angle C, and we found side C. So we can say that the problem is solved.